Hi, welcome to Gazmado Education's YouTube channel. My name is Yagazie Egware, and today I am going to be talking to you about finding your genre of photography within the creative industry. Now, what does it mean to find your genre of photography? I'm sure you might have heard different people talk about this is my style, or you see some pictures and you're just like, oh, there's this person just has a style, right? Or you see some pictures even without seeing any watermark, you already know who this person, who the photographer is, or who created that work, right? And there are certain things that people think about, and there are only some certain people that come to mind. Like if you think about child photography, who comes to mind? If you think about portraits, who comes to mind? If you think about weddings, who come to mind? If you think about landscape, who comes to mind, right? The reason these people come to mind is because these people have focused on a genre, a specific aspect of photography, right? Now I'm going to be speaking specifically to photographers for this video. Now, photography is so huge, so large, so beautiful, right? It is a disservice to yourself and to the entire industry if you think that photography is just limited to portraits and weddings. What? In fact, that's a problem. Photography, there are just so many beautiful genres of photography. There is aerial photography, there is portrait, there is fashion photography, there is war photography, there is documentary, there is child and baby photography, there is event photography, there is landscape photography, there's mobile photography, there's abstract photography, and there's so much more. And even within these genres, there are still sub-genres, right? So the great thing about having a genre or focusing on a genre is you will stand out, right? You will stop worrying about competition. This person, no, you will stand out because you will be in a specific area and you will be known for a specific thing. You know, there's this quote that says, "Jack of all trades, master of none." In this game of creativity and photography, mastery is key, and you can't attain mastery without niching down, without focusing on a particular genre. Another thing, it helps you, it makes you function in your areas of greatest strength, right? The areas that you love the most, the areas that you find the most joy in, right? You function there, and when you're functioning in the areas of your greatest strength, you give your best self to the work because you're enjoying it, you're enjoying the process. Even when it's difficult, you still enjoy it. The third reason is because it helps the people that have been called to you to find you. They can't find you if you're doing 1,000,001 things. You're doing event photography, call me for this, you can get me, weddings, and I'm not saying you can't be in multiple genres. You can. Actually, I personally believe that you actually cannot be in more than 3 genres and actually do it effectively and very well, because one is big enough, right? So it allows people that are called to your work to find you. All right, so let's go straight into how do you find your genre, right? You've been doing photography for a long time and you've been doing a lot of things. How do I now find the area? Guys, how do I find the area that I want to focus on? The first thing is to dig into what are the times in your photography journey that you have experienced either the greatest joy or the greatest pain. Yes, joy is a pointer and pain is also a pointer. So those times that you were taking pictures, you're doing it, and you felt like, you know what, geez, this thing is the best thing ever. You felt like you were in your flow. You felt like you were just doing something that you were born and you were created to do. What times did that happen, right? Now, just acknowledging those times sort of helps you come into, okay, the areas that you find the most joy and fulfillment in. If you don't know it, it's also, you can also think about what are those things, what are those times that you have photographed or done something that you found the most, like you struggled the most. It was painful, you hated it. No, it didn't matter how every other person will say, you hated it, right? if you don't know what you love, it's at least it's important to know what you don't love. So with knowing what you don't love, you know the things to eliminate, so that you get closer to the things to select, right? So once you figure out these two things, if you don't know the things that you don't know the joy, figure out what the pain is. So you eliminate, oh, you know what, these are the areas that I'm definitely not going to do. That way it makes it easier for you to go. Now the second one is, who are the people that you are most drawn to the most? Creatives, photographers. Who do you find, like, when you see this person's work, it's like, wow, it's like deep collect to deep. It's like this, there's just something about this work. It's just, you know, and it can be a lot of photographers that does it to you. That's the truth. There would only be probably 1 or 2 or maximum 3. Well, that's what I personally believe. That when you see their work, when you see, it's almost like they are speaking to you. It's almost like you can see, you're just like, this is what I want to be doing. This is the kind of work I want to be doing. Even if you're not doing it now, it's like it's calling to something inside of you, right? Who are those people, right? And figure out who are the people that you're most drawn to and why are you drawn to them the most, because those will give you clues as to the things that you really love, right? Now the third thing is, finding your genre is a process. Don't fuss about it, right? You know, because sometimes people, you can be in the process, you're just like, well, I can't find my style, it's a process, right? You can start and just say, you know what, I can figure this out, this area now, I think I'm just going to focus there. If you focus on it and it's not working, you can always retrace your steps back. You can always change your direction. You can always, so it's a process, so free yourself. No pressure, free yourself, right? It's a process, right? Now, the fourth thing is, don't think about the competition. When you're trying to get a certain genre, you're just like, but so many people are already doing it. For instance, you might want to do portraits and you're like, all the photographers are doing portraits, so how can I think that that's where I love? And because everybody's doing it. No, right? Because the reasons why they're doing it is not the reason why you want to do it, right? So instead of thinking about the competition of the number of people that are doing it, think about how you can further niche down. Because you say, I want to do portraits. Who do you want to do portraits for? Because you can want to focus on a particular area. You want to focus on a particular social group. You want to focus on a particular, gender. It can be different things, right? So instead of thinking about the competition, think to niche down more. Because there is a reason why you're there. And there are still people that need you the way that you shoot, the way that you see the world, and the way that you photograph. The last one is, do it long enough before you can say it's not working, right? It's easy for people to say, no, this one is not working enough. This one is not doing, you shot one, you didn't get the portrait, you didn't get the lighting, it's not looking like the person you're admiring. Hello, this person you're admiring has been doing this for like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years. And then you want to start on the year that you started. You don't want to be like them. It's not automatic, right? You have to give yourself time, right? In this chosen genre, give yourself time enough, because it's giving yourself that time that you're going to learn more and it becomes easier. So do it long enough for you to be able to justify that this is what it is or this is what it's not. So I hope this has helped you figure out how to choose your genre, and you're able to do that. If you have, let me know in the comment section. If you have any other ideas or any other ways you have experienced personally as a photographer, definitely drop it in the comment section. I'm sure someone else can learn from it. Remember to subscribe to the Get Smarter Education YouTube channel. Send this video to all your friends. Don't hoard it, or be a giver. Give it out, Send it to all your friends. Let them learn the way that you have learned, and also engage with us in the comment section. I am so happy to connect with you, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye for now.